Fiesta tonight. It'll feel great for that. This is municipal election year. You met 5 of the 6 candidates for Topeka mayor last week. The city also has odd number council seats on the ballot. Only one sees a primary. That is in District 1. It's the area in pink you see highlighted on your screen. It stretches from the Kansas River on the north, bumping from 6th to 17th to 10th on the south, and from Gage on the west to Branner on the east. We have had 3 candidates already. Number 4, Brendan Jensen, is here today. Welcome to you, sir. Appreciate you coming in.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Fine,
Thanks for having me.
Now, you're a little bit different because some people may know you because this is almost deja vu all over again for you. So what is your background, Brendan?
It is. Well, so actually I ran 10 years ago in 2015 for District 6, which is sort of the heart of the community right around Washburn University. And I won that seat and held that until 2020 when I rolled off and moved into downtown in the loft that I own down there now. And I've been watching politics and still stay involved a little bit. I opened a new small business down there as well, so I've now got my IT company and a little retail store called Hunter and Lane. And I'm just not happy with the direction of the city. And my mom always told me, if you want something done right, do it yourself. And so now here I am again.
Well, I was going to ask, what was it that motivated you to run again? So what is it you're not happy about?
Well, so a great example is our community really hasn't grown in 50 years. Our population number is still about the same, but yet the expenses it takes to run this community have gone way, way up since the 50s and 60s, and that's just not a sustainable path. We need more people moving to our community in order to be able to continue to afford it. And that's one of the major things that I want to try and work on is what can we do to get our population numbers up, bring people into our community, and help take the tax burden that everybody has and spread it out more.
What can a city council do to promote growth?
Well, so that we spend a lot of money right now on encouraging businesses to come to our community. We have a convention and visitors bureau that encourages visitors to come and brings in sports teams to have competitions and things like that. But I don't know of any department within the city or any of the contractors like the partnership that really focus just explicitly on bringing residents here. So I'd like to see something along those lines where we have some team or some person that's solely responsible with appropriate resources. You can't just hand somebody a job and say make something from nothing, but have somebody who's solely responsible for attracting people to move to the community, put down roots, and stay here.
Well, GTP would argue that, well, you have us, and when we attract businesses, that means they're going to bring workers, which means that's more people here, and plus they've had the Choose Topeka program. Do you dispute that?
Yeah, I've seen that. Most people now find a place they want to live and then choose whatever job they have. So while it is important, absolutely, to bring businesses to our community, we also need to focus explicitly on just bringing residents that aren't necessarily following a job.
Okay, so I've been asking everybody about Hotel Topeka since that's been in the headlines, remains in the headlines. What do you think of the city's decision, first of all, 2 years ago to purchase the hotel, and then what has developed and transpired since then?
So, that's a rough call. I understand why the city did it. That's a huge asset to our community, especially in that complex. I don't agree with the mechanism that they did that with, given that that's a county facility. At the very least, I think that should have been done through the Joint Economic Development Organization, which is a mutual partnership the county and the city have, where everybody has skin in the game in something like that. It's been a bit of a debacle, and I feel badly for the people who made the decision to buy it, because obviously they did that with the best of intentions, and had no idea that it was going to be this long, drawn-out process that it is. I'm pleased that we have somebody who's interested in buying it. I'm not totally thrilled with the way that deal works, but
using transient guest tax and CID.
Correct.
Instead of just somebody coming in and buying it outright.
Right, but part of the reason why I understand they're doing that is that hotel needs significant investment, and to attract a buyer to come in, pour a ton of money out to acquire the hotel, and then pour additional funds in to renovate it, that's a heavy lift. That's a big ask of somebody. So I totally understand why they structured it that way. I think it's great that they're working to actually move forward from that and get it taken care of. And as long as they've got a good outfit that's going to do the correct investments, I think it will even out in the long run.
This is not a 30-second question, but I'm going to ask it anyway because we do see a lot of transient people, unsheltered folks in the downtown area, which you'll be representing. Is the city on the right track addressing homelessness, or what should we be doing?
There are a ton of organizations that are partnered in little pockets here that are working independently. I think there needs to be an overarching overarching, comprehensive community plan working together to address that. And as somebody who lives in downtown, I see that all the time. So yes, I think we're on the right track. I just don't think it's scaled up big enough to handle that need.
Brendan Jensen running for District 1. The final 2 candidates will be here over the next week or so. And then, of course, the primary coming up August 5th. Appreciate you being here.
Sure. Thank you so much, everybody.
We are going to take a look at how Topeka Rescue